Hello and welcome to another video on our multiplayer blueprint course. In this video we will continue making our projectile, and we will add the health system for the tank and the damage and penetration values for the projectile. But before we start with it, let's improve the explosion for our tank. So there is a permanently free asset here. You can find it on the Epic Marketplace. This one is called M5 VFX Volume 2. This one is free, and you can add it to your project to use the explosions in it. So here I already added it in my project. Let me go to the projectile on the explosion. Let's look for the explosion. For me, I will use the explosion number 1, and we may sometimes we may need to change the rotation. Let's first let's test and see if the explosion looks right. It is too far. Let me shoot here. Well, the rotation is not that good because, let me show you. Where is it? This one. You see the explosion direction is toward the x-axis, so we need to change. Let me just delete this one. We need to change the rotation here in the projectile explosion rotation. We need to change it from the make rotation from Z. We need to change it to X. Make rot from X, because the x-axis is the primary axis for the Niagara system. Now let's test. Now let's try to shoot here. Let's see, it is better now. It is looking right. Let me shoot in front of this tank. Now you see it is better. Now let's move on and first let's go to our tank. Let's add our variable, which is the health variable. This one is a float called health. This one, the health, we need it to be wrap notify, because we need this function to update the UI later on when we reach the UI section. Also the category, let's make it tank properties, and also let me make another. Let me duplicate this one. We need the max health. And for the max health, we need to make sure that it is replicated, not wrap notify. And let's put the value as 100. And in the replication graph, let's make a custom event. It's called server set current health to max. We will call this event when we regenerate our health. Also, when we start the game, to make sure and to prevent any cheating, and to make sure that all players on beginning the play of the game will get the same value, which is 100. Now we make it run on server, and it should be reliable, because This one is important. The health is important. It should be reliable and should run on server only. And here, let's get the health. And connected here to the custom event to add another variable. And let's comment on it. Set health to max. And let's show the bubble so that we can recognize this node from far. Now, here, let's go to the begin play. Here on begin play, we need to set, let's set the health before the ammo. Server set health. Let's get the max health and connected here. Now, to make the tank lose health, first we need to apply damage to the tank. So first let's go back to the projectile here, and here before destroy, well, I will move the destroy actor to another node because I want it to be applied later. Let's make another custom event. Let's call it server destroy. Server destroy actor. Because before destroying the actor, I want to call the apply damage node, and this one should be run on server. Like I said, any destroy or spawn of an actor should be run on the server, so that all the player can see this actor being destroyed or spawned. It should be reliable also. And here we call the destroy node destroy. Comment on it. Sorry. Server destroy actor. Now here, before we call the destroy actor, let's call apply damage. For me, I will use this generic one, the generic apply damage. You see, this apply damage is already replicated. So if you do not put it in a custom event that is run on server, you do not need this because it is already replicated and run on server only. So do not need to put it in a custom event that is run on server. In another way, in another word, you should not, or you do not have to put it in an RPC. Now here, for the damaged actor, we should first, let's move this away. Delete all these, we do not need them. Move it up to make more room. Now we need the hit actor, and now the damaged actor is the actor that is hit by the projectile. Also, for the damage type class, let's use damage type. For the damage instigator, damage causer, it should be the owner of this projectile, which is the player that shot the projectile. So here let's get owner. Now the owner of the shell will be the damage causer, and this is important, like I said, in calculating the score for who destroyed which player. Event instigator, well, you can get instigator or instigator controller, or here you can get instigator from the owner, which is better. Well, get instigator controller. Here needs a controller. Now for the base damage, let's make a variable which is a float, call it damage, and this one will be replicated. Let's put it here, and let's make it 50 at first. Now after we apply the damage, we call the server destroy actor. Now let's go back to the tank. Here in the tank we need to change the health according to the damage, so let's make another custom event. Go to the replication graph, here call it custom event, call it server update health. Make it run on server and reliable should be. Also add an input, should be float, it will be damage. Now this one, it is important to be on server because this one is the most important thing in the game. The shooting and the health calculation should all run on server. Now to update the health, let's get the health first, and we need to check if it is more than 0. Now if it is more than 0, let's get the let's get the health and set it here, and subtract the damage from the health. Subtract the damage. And also clamp, need to clamp the health, clamp float, to make sure that it doesn't go below 0, and for the minimum is 0 and the maximum is the max health. Here we calculate the health. Let me here print string to see if we are decreasing the health. Let me just comment on this. Server update health. Before we test, let's go to the event graph, and here we call the event damage, event any damage. So here we call update health, update health. Also you see here, this one also run on server, so actually we do not need to use this server update health, because this event is already running on the server. But I will leave it like this. You can get rid of this server update health, but I will leave it. Or you can here you can change it to unreplicated, but I will leave it like this. And now let's go and test. Now let me shoot other tank like this one. Now the health is 50. Now let me shoot again. Now it is 0. Now if I shoot again, it will not show anything. Okay, let me try the client and shoot at the server. It's now 50. Now I will shoot again. It will be 0. And let's shoot again. Okay, I think that's enough for this video. In the next video we'll continue the damage, and also we'll add the penetration values for the for the projectile, and the armor values for the tank. So see you in the next video.